Hello, and welcome to our Masterclass for Retirement Living number 401. Today, we are discussing the topic of wellness as a lifestyle. I'd like to introduce you to Anne Frank, our marketing counselor. We also have Claudia Scheibel, who is a marketing counselor, and Barb Dull is our newest marketing counselor added to our group. I've picked this wonderful picture because this shows one of our residents that really is enjoying her life in retirement. She is a passionate artist. And I thought, well, that's something that we don't really often think about when we think of wellness, but that spirit of creativity is important and it's in all of us. So again, just to reiterate for those of you that are new to the presentation today, we are talking about planning your retirement. There are so many choices available to you. What do you want your retirement to look like? Are you going to travel and see new places and things? Would you prefer to spend time with family members? Or maybe you want to make time for a hobby or a passion, such as painting or music or dance, and maybe participate in lifelong learning classes. Or some people choose to spend time giving back to their community in the form of a tutor, a docent, a coach, or a mentor. And as we all say, some people want to say, I've worked my entire career. I want to eat, drink, and be merry. So how do you make that and fashion your life in retirement? Are there things that need to change from the way you're living right now? Possibly those steps are a lot of bother to you at this point. Maybe one level living would be the answer. Maybe you're ready to get rid of outdoor maintenance or even indoor maintenance. Wouldn't it be nice to just lock your door and not have to worry about anything as you travel about? And wouldn't it be great to see friendly neighbors? I know a lot of you may have stayed in your home for most of your time here in Pittsburgh, and your neighborhood may have changed during that time, and you don't know the folks that are around you. So wouldn't it be nice to be able to see friendly faces again? And possibly you would want to locate so that you're close to cultural events, if that's something that you really enjoy doing. And the other thing you need to take into consideration is your proximity to healthcare. That can be so important, as we've learned through this pandemic and other things that happen in our lives. Again, just a summary of what we've done in the past in our other classes. We've talked about the 4 H's of life plan communities. The first being housing. We also have hospitality, healthcare, and today we're going to focus on the one that you see here called holistic wellness. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to Fabiana Chistwer, who is the Wellness Director for Baptist Homes. Fabi, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, Eileen. And I'm really flattered and honored to be here to help relay the message of holistic wellness. And I'm thrilled to be one of the 4 H's that you chose, because when I think of Providence Point, I really do think about whole people, whole lives, and our wellness program providing a very holistic body, mind, and spirit type of multidimensional program. So I'm happy to say that I have a 30-year background in wellness. I have a master's degree in exercise physiology, several certifications and certificates from the International Council on Active Aging, as well as the National Wellness Institute. And I consider myself a lifelong learner and student, doing lots of continuing education, as does my staff, both full-time and part-time staff here at Providence Point. Here you see a wonderful depiction of the philosophy and 6 dimensions that really make up the bulk of, or the meat of, our program. And when you think about wellness, oftentimes you think about eating well and nutrition, and typically you think about physical fitness. But what makes our program very, very special is that we are multidimensional in the bringing of the philosophy of all types of well-being for the whole person. And if you look at the acronym shown here, it spells out SPICES. And we consider wellness, especially at Providence Point, the spice of life. So you'll see it begins with spiritual, physical, intellectual, community, emotional, and social well-being. Spiritual wellness is our first spice of life. And we are a faith-based community, housing and employing folks of all denominations and beliefs. We also tout a lot of spiritual wellness in the sense that it could be a religiosity, it could be a nature or artistic type of wellness that is spiritual to you. Prayer and study group is part of this, but also we do take nature walks, we have meditation and yoga classes, and so we try to provide the most rich and whole spiritual experience for our residents here at Providence Point. Physical wellness is a very traditional focus of health and wellness. And what makes us unique is that we are very personalized in our physical wellness program. I'd also like to add that physical activity in general is part of our physical wellness dimension. And that means that you may take an exercise class. You may jump in the pool and go swimming or take a water exercise class there. But you also have the opportunity to play bocce and ping pong and billiards and do Tai Chi outside in the courtyard. It's about taking care of the body as well as the mind and spirit, and that it all goes hand in hand. So we take a personalized approach. We have personal conditioning both in the pool and during classes and in the fitness center. We have a fitness center that is equipped with cutting edge equipment. In our philosophy, in our holistic wellness approach, we try to create a physical wellness dimension that actually goes beyond just the fitness side of it. We provide and enjoy Tai Chi classes, water aerobics, things that are non-traditional as well as traditional. We also have massage services in the day spa, Reiki and reflexology, because that is a very integral part of being physically well. We have the approach of physical activity, not just working out or exercise as a formal opportunity. We enjoy ping pong and billiards and bocce. We try to integrate nature and socialization and brain health into the physical wellness dimension. Here you see a picture of intellectual wellness. And I'd like to say that brain fitness and brain health is one of the newest and most exciting dimensions of wellness. And you'll read a lot about it when you pick up any magazine or newspaper or any kind of literature. What does it really mean? Most people don't understand or don't relate to brain fitness, brain health, or intellectual wellness. And I'd like to just remind folks of the last time you went to the doctor or saw a healthcare provider. The likelihood of him or her asking you how your brain is doing is not that high. But here at Providence Point, we talk about brains all the time. You know what to do for your heart and your lungs and your bones and your muscles. But just in the last 20 years, brain health and intellectual wellness has come to the forefront to be part of holistic health and well-being. So we have classes and workshops and guest speakers that educate our residents and our staff about staying mentally fit, intellectually sharp. And we also even have a memory dynamics class where I personally teach this class and helping folks to, in plain terms, keep their brain well and their memory sharp as well as their body and spirit. I think this picture says it all. When you think about community wellness, here at Providence Point, we like to say that our community here on our campus, on our property, is one type of community. And we also respect and integrate with the community outside of our campus. The city of Pittsburgh, our neighborhood, and even our state. How do we do that? Well, we have speakers come in from all around the region to educate and provide information and resources to our residents. We also take our residents on outings that allow them to get to know our city and our cultural events and all of the things that make Pittsburgh and the region so special. So we really strengthen the community here within our walls. Staff, residents, as well as family members get to participate in some of our wellness offerings. And then we also integrate the community, our neighborhood, the city of Pittsburgh, and the region into our educational and wellness process. We have our own transportation. It is in-house. And we do, by the way, have a full-time event planner, especially during our last year of the COVID virus and some of the lockdowns and some of the restrictions that we have. Emotional well-being has been a huge, huge topic for us. Emotional wellness means being able to reach out for the things that you want and need from your loved ones, from your family, from your coworkers, and from yourself. So we do a lot of education on resilience and gratitude and mental health with our staff and our residents. And that encompasses the emotional wellness dimension. Social wellness is a major, major dimension with our wellness department. And I have to say, when residents are surveyed on the reasons why they join or participate any of the wellness classes or programs, the number one answer, the number one response is to be social, to see their friends, to be with others, and to make new friends. And although each of the dimensions are equally important, out of the 6 wellness dimensions, the spices of life, the social wellness has kind of a standing on its own, and it does motivate people to join all of the things that we offer here, especially when we have this beautiful, rich calendar of events and one of the only full-time event planners in the region. We have indoor and outdoor social events. We combine and partner with dining services and therapy services, as well as activities to make sure that your social wellness is as rich as it can be. And speaking about event planners, this is Mary Claire Reynolds. She joined us recently as a full-time event planner with decades of experience in hospitality and event planning. And you can see the spices of life on the brochure and a picture of folks enjoying their dinner in our beautiful dining room. Exploring wellness, basically for Providence Point residents and staff, we affirm the right of all individuals in our community to achieve their highest level of well-being in mind and body and spirit. And we are committed to providing this environment that encourages and supports all of the dimensions of wellness that I mentioned. And the acronym is, of course, SPICES, because wellness is the spice of life. And you'll see more pictures of residents enjoying outings at the bowling alley, our beautiful courtyard in the top picture there, and lots of fun by our residents down in the picture, the third picture down below. Fun, resilience, gratitude, and good health and well-being is really what we try to encompass here at Providence Point. You'll see on the left some examples of some of the events that we have, monthly outings, shopping trips, and classes. By the way, we have several levels of art classes. We have beginning art classes. We have art classes for the more intermediate or advanced resident who enjoys creating art. And we have our own art studio. One of the things I like to prioritize at the wellness department at Providence Point is that the arts are a huge part of well-being, and that goes along, it kind of threads through all of the dimensions of wellness, which is really wonderful because we have a professional art studio, professional art classes, and professional art instructors as well. We have trips to local and cultural and historic places all over Pittsburgh and all over the region. We have our own community drama club, and improv and drama and theater are known, as well as gardening and art, to be very, very good for brain health. So we really try to prioritize those offerings. We also have a private television channel, and we post all of the internal programming, as well as resources, national and international resources, where people can enjoy virtual tours of museums, take virtual classes. And the theme there is continuous education, always, always continually, dynamically stimulating mind, body, and spirit. So we invite you to contact us and ask any questions that you have about our wonderful events. We have a very easy to process sign up sheet that we have available if you'd like to join any of our events. And then we have our community app, which is called Touchtown, and we're very proud of this. This is a great way for folks who are either coming down to out of their apartments to participate, or if you choose to stay in your apartment on a given day, you have access to exercise videos, museum tours, all sorts of virtual cultural events, so no one misses a thing. Some of the wellness classes offered at Providence Point include relaxation and meditation groups, memory dynamics and brain health. We have lots of guest lecturers starting to come back now. We are involved in several research studies with local and national universities, where we recruit our residents to participate in all sorts of studies. We have a book club and a knitting and sewing group that meet in the art studio, the woodworking, billiards, and bocce, as I mentioned before. A lot of these groups and clubs are overseen by the residents themselves. And one of our most famous and popular speakers is Todd DePastino, a well-known author and speaker and lecturer on history. He is one of our regulars here at Providence Point. And I have to say, the room fills up. He's a very, very wonderful addition to our events calendar. This is our beautiful pool, open daily. We have 2 lifeguards on duty at all times. This is our lovely fitness center. It's open almost daily right now, probably daily by the time the new month hits. And you'll see that we have cardio machines as well as strength training machines. We have someone monitoring and greeting you at the desk every day. And if you would like to be assessed in your fitness and given a personalized exercise prescription or exercise program, that's why we're here.
Now, as you know, as we finish up each one of our classes, I always try to do today's takeaway. And today I want to say, everybody wants to be engaged, fit, and have a purposeful life. So the idea under that one is best life. We have wellness programs that give us opportunities to do just that without having to actually create the opportunities ourselves. So plug into what interests us from a wide array of programs, events, clubs, and things that are offered here on a campus. So that second takeaway is the community that you're looking for offering you the best life that you can have? And do they have a robust calendar that's going to fulfill the things that you would like to see happening in your life? And then the third thing is there someone that's professionally organizing the calendar for you? Or is that something that's left up to the residents to create, schedule, announce, and do the follow-ups? So staffing is another really important part of your evaluations of doing your life plan community search. So best life, robust calendar, and staffing. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.